Youngstown, thank you all for joining us today. So most of us are familiar with how organizations run into common requirements challenges, things like missing requirements, incomplete requirements, unclear requirements. But today we're going to talk about requirements challenges that are specific to global projects. Now, let's be clear before we go any further. When we talk about global teams, to us that means that any two parts of the team are distributed in some way. So your developers might be in India, where your business users are in the US, or maybe your business users are spread out between Europe and Asia, and your development team is in the US. Or even, your business users might be in Virginia, and your developers are in California. The key here is that whatever the physical distance is, we see some of the same problems in the projects. And of course, as the teams get further apart physically, the problems get more challenging. And before we go on, I'd like to share a story to set the stage. We had an interesting project at Seilevel where half of our customers' team was in Asia and the other half was in the US. And even at that, in the US, they were in multiple locations. Now, of course, we had challenges with time differences and language variances and cultural differences. But we also struggled because the different regions had differing opinions even on the importance of gathering requirements. We found at various points in the project it really helped if we flew the team around the world so that they were co-located in the same location for maybe a few weeks at a time. We also had to train the groups on how to interact with one another because they were coming from different cultures. We had to hold meetings at all hours of the day, so it wasn't just one group up late at night for the conference calls carrying that burden. So this is just one example, but again, we see these same kinds of problems over and over again on projects when the teams are distributed.